It's high time for grade 9 students. Let's see where we are and what we must discuss within this year. There are 17 lessons to be completed and almost 12 lessons we have completed. Microorganisms lesson completed, eye and ear lesson, and the properties of matter lesson, and the forces lessons, pressure lesson, circulatory system, plant growth substances and movement of organisms, evolution lesson, and electrolysis, density, biodiversity. 12 lessons we finished so far. And green concept is the 13th lesson. Today we will start this lesson. Right, here it is, the green concept lesson 13, and this is today's plan. What is our plan here? Look at the subtopics that we must discuss under this one: building construction theme, organic farming theme, industrial process, and the green transportation. These are the 4 lessons, 4 units we must complete, 4 sub-themes we must complete within this year. And today I will plan to discuss these two: building construction and organic farming. First of all, let's see what is this green concept. There are a number of terms relevant to that. Why do we select or prefer this term green here? And in this also it says go green. Green because usually we use the green term to indicate that's environment or nature. Natural things of the nature looks like green, and going green means living a natural life. So there are terms relevant to this number of terms. You can say natural habitats and reuse, reduce, recycle of the materials, and sustainable. This is very important term in the green concept. And biofuels, hydroelectric power or such things are the energy consumption. And organic term, nature, conservation, biodiversity, number of things, and eco-friendly, and that is relevant to the nature and natural life. So green concept is how can we convert our lives, present lives, complex artificial lives, how can we convert them to the green lives, or that means more natural lives. And this is to live at present and save things for the future. That concept, it comes with the term sustainability. Here's the introduction. Let's go to that green concept. It leads a sustainable life. I will explain what is the sustainability hereafter. And green concept is environmental friendly one. Then green concept wisely uses these 3 things: one thing, matter, and energy and the space. Wisely use or intelligently use. And green concept can be applied in these things. It is implemented on one thing, building construction. Second, in farming or agriculture. Third, it is in industries. And the fourth one, in transportation. In these fields we can apply this green concept. And this concept map is given in your tute. I will publish the note later, then you can copy down the note also. Let's go to the next, the sustainability and living a green life. In this picture, this overview also, you can see more environmental friendly energy sources and more greenish color the plants and such things, and maximum use of sunlight or such things comes under the sustainability. This is the definition for that. Sustainable is a way of using natural products, the naturally existing things. Maybe the things taken from the atmosphere, or maybe the things taken from the ground, or maybe the things taken from the living things, natural products, so that no damage is caused to the environment. Reducing the damage or with minimum damage to the environment. How to use these natural products? It's a sustainability. Right, let's move on to the next. This is the first subtopic, 13.1, green buildings. And why do we build green buildings? There are many reasons. Number one, space efficiency. To manage the existing space. When we think about urban area, there is a lot of there is a problem actually about the space, and a lot of buildings constructed and the very limited space. How we can use that space efficiently? Protect and retain existing landscapes and natural features by keeping them as they exist. How can we manage it? This is an example. Look at this building. It has been constructed in a slopy land. Without changing that slopy land, they have changed the plan of the house. This is kind of a way to manage the existing space. Next thing is energy efficiency. Green buildings for energy efficiency. Using renewable energy sources mostly, or energy efficiency products. Look at this part. When building constructions, we can have a plan to use natural energy, natural solar energy here they are using, or wind energy we can use. Such things we can plan here. Next, green buildings for material efficiency. Select the sustainable construction material. When constructing or when planning these sustainable ones we can use, and also we must plan for a long-term use of that, or maybe the recycled materials. Using such things we can minimize the wastage of materials, and we can maximum use the natural materials existing. Next, water efficiency. How to manage water in green buildings. Minimize wastewater and recycle water. See this one. In this picture you can see the rainwater is collecting here. Rainwater collecting tanks shown, and also the water coming from the pipelines they use. Also very wisely they have managed that. And wastewater they are using that in the garden or the farming here. And likewise we can manage the wastewater very wisely, and also we can save the water existing. This is about the plan for the water efficiency in a green building. And the next one, air quality. How can we take better air conditioning and take it ventilation? Always we must plan to take the natural air to the buildings. This is an example for that. They have placed some plants nearby the places where the sunlight falling to get the oxygen to the building, and there are ventilation chambers they have planned, and open windows which can open and take the natural wind to the building. Likewise, having good ventilation is the air efficiency in a green building. Right, these are the 5 things which we have to think about when building green buildings: space efficiency, energy efficiency, material efficiency, water efficiency, and the air quality. Right, now let's move on to the practices in green buildings, good practices. There are 5 pictures you can see here. What do they mean actually? First one, it's very clear. It's about energy and managing energy. Using energy, water, space, and other resources more efficiently. How to manage the water, space, and energy. That's what we discussed in the previous theme also. And here it is, another one, which is this building is very close to the nature. It looks like a natural one. Reducing the impact to the environment. Living together and living friendly with the environment. Third one, this is about health. When building green buildings, we must think about the health of the person who are living in that building. And building is a dwelling, or the people living in it. Therefore, the people should have lived happily and healthy in it. Protecting the occupant health. If a person living in that, their health also we must think. Supplying good water facility, good air, or the ventilation. Such things are very important for the good health. Next one, this fact. It's about productivity. Improving employees' productivity. If they live in leisurely in that their mind, if their mind or if they are happy in the building, or if they are living happily in the building, their productivity automatically increase. Therefore, we have to arrange an environment in such building for more productive life for the people who are living in it. Last one, this fact, reducing the waste generation or recycling the waste generation. There should be a plan to recycle waste and to reduce the waste inside a green building. These 5 practices are very important when constructing a green building. And examples for the top green constructions in the world. Let's see how the different countries have applied this practically. Look at the first one, German parliamentary building. It is an old building. I will show the building here. Look at this. It's very old one. But now they have converted it to very energy efficient one. You can see there is an altar here, which is half the semi-spherical shape one, which is covered with the glass. And inside that there is a mirror or the reflectors fixing inside it. So for the whole building at daytime, they take natural sunlight. Therefore, electricity wastage is very less in this building. They have converted an old building converted to the modern era. Also, solar panels are fixed in that. That is how they have gone for the green concept from the parliamentary building of the German. Second one, Beijing National Sport Complex in China. It was built about 20 years ago, and this plan, see this plan. They have taken, this model has taken from the bird nest. Therefore, we call this ground as bird nest ground. And the old steel or the recycled steel is used for this whole construction. And when they are breaking the clearing this land, once they break those buildings, they have collected all the resources from that buildings and they have reused them or recycled them to construct this one. And also it uses natural ventilation and the natural sunlight. Next example is the Van Elmos Court Complex in USA. Look at this. It seems very neat, tidy, and it looks like a different one. You can see the glass panels here. These glass panels give natural sunlight to the whole building. At the top of this building there is a rainwater collecting system, and recycled materials are used here. And this is another example. It is in USA or in America. This one, K2 housing project in Australia. See this overview. This is the early stage as it's built, and each rooftop you can see solar panels they fixed, and natural sunlight can be obtained according to this special plan. And each housing, this is a housing project, and there are housing scheme here, many houses there, and all the energies needs are supplied by the solar panels. And also at top you can see the ventilation uh, fans fixed in that, and natural air can be taken into these buildings. Next, the last, Bud Clark Commons housing complex in USA. Again in America you can see this one, and see the plan here. Number of solar panels and water harvesting or the rainwater collecting system here, and each and every house has a window open to the environment to take the natural ventilation, therefore can minimize the use of air conditioners. Then likewise you can see in this building also naturally natural solar or the natural energy sources are used in this building. Right, 5 examples relevant to the green constructions in world. The German parliamentary building, Beijing National Sport Complex in China, Van Elmos Court Complex in USA, and K2 housing project in Australia, and Bud Clark Commons housing complex in USA, And these are the 5 examples which are given in your textbook as well. Let's move on to the next, organic farming. This is the 13.2 chapter, organic farming. From green buildings, we are coming to the green farming. And why do we do that one, the organic farming? Basic things in basic concepts in that. Natural livestock and harvest production occur in an organic farming without making it completely a artificial environment. And the farming is blend with the nature. The natural grass is eaten by this cow. They are freely living in that nature, and also they from them we can collect milk from these cows. And next one, natural crop production. See this, crops are grown natural manner, in that also blend with the environment, and without making it too artificial, they have blend that with the natural, or the applying that green farming concepts in the crop production also. Next one, water and soil management. Limited water we have, therefore we must manage water and soil. The soil quality, maintenance of soil quality is very important. See how they have done that one. The water is supplied with the drip irrigation process to manage the limited water sources, and the soil nicely prepared ground, and also it's not completely artificially made environment. It has a kind of link with the nature, and that is how they have managed the soil. And also to manage the soil, we can go for the crop rotation or multiple crop growing, for such options as well. Next, go to the buffer zones and record keeping. When building a farm, normally there should be a buffer zone. This zone is a natural system. The farms or the farming area in one side, and the natural system or small thicket here. And natural food chains and the natural processes are taking place here. Therefore, one side the man-made farm, other side nature-made forest. Therefore, we can blend or the link that ones with the green concept here. These are the 4 ways, the 4 main features, characteristics of organic farming. And some other advantages of organic farming. Let's compare organic farming with inorganic farming. What is inorganic farming and what that organic farming is? Inorganic farming, usually ground is prepared by machines, mostly machinery thing, and also artificial chemicals, fertilizers are mostly used in that. Organic farming, it's going with the natural process. And these are the things that we are going to compare. The organisms, soil organisms. The first fact, inorganic farming destroyed many microorganisms and useful organisms to the crops, because as we use artificial fertilizers and also agrochemicals, the organisms which are useful to the crops are destroyed. But in the organic farming, that's different. The structure of soil will be improved and create organism friendly condition. In soil, natural organisms like bacteria, fungi, they can naturally grow in that. Next one, the fertilizer supply, and provide only few nutrients. And when we supply artificial fertilizers, only few nutrients, only the macronutrients we provide. Micronutrients such as the magnesium or calcium, such things are not provided much. Look at the organic farming, provide wide range of nutrients, lot of minerals, because as we use compost or decayed matters, most of the wide range of nutrients are provided to this one, provided in this organic farming. Fertilizers, some chemicals used in farming can be harmful to the human health. Not only the fertilizer, agrochemicals also, they are harmful to the human health. That means the crops or the harvest that we take from the inorganic farming is not good to consume. But in organic farming, there's a greater demand of organic food. Therefore, it's more nutritious. And nutritious means we just take the less harvest from that, because as we don't use the pesticides, weedicides or the insecticides, we get less harvest here, but that harvest has good demand as it is very organic farming, or the it's free of that artificial things. It is healthy and helpful to the health. Next, the cost. Process is expensive due to the agrochemicals and chemical fertilizers. We have to buy everything from the shops and implement them in the inorganic farming. In organic farming, compost mostly we use, and natural fertilizers or pesticide, natural pest controlling techniques are used in that. Therefore, comparatively, this is less expensive. So this is the comparison. Therefore, there are a lot of advantages we can identify in this organic farming. Now there is a trend in the world to grow them organically, or the organic harvest has a lot of demand in the world with the non-contagious diseases just like kidney disorders or liver disorders. Due to that, people just try to avoid the inorganic harvest and they are trying to use the organic harvest mostly. Right, traditional pest controlling techniques. How can we control the pest without using chemicals or the insecticides or pesticides? These are different traditional methods used in Sri Lanka. First one, biological pest control. Look at the examples here. And bees or some insects which can be used to control the other organisms and the harmful insects. Other one, the insectivorous birds, those who feed on insects. Those birds catch the harmful insects, therefore naturally pests are controlled by such ones. Or some enemies of the insects which are harmful to the insects, and this ladybird eats some bug types. And likewise, using natural enemies of the pests to control pests is the traditional pest controlling technique. And next traditional method used here, the pest repellent. There are some repellents, means they repel the pests or their smell is not pleasant to the insects. Therefore, there's a list of some plants which can be used to repel pests, and citrus plants we can use. A mint plant, here there is a mint plant, and some particular flower types which make kind of irritant smell to these insects. Then those insects will be repelled naturally with the natural pest repellents. Next one, the light trap. At night, most insects attack the crops at night. Therefore, this is the plan here. Lighting up this type of trap, normally insects attract to the light, and there is a insect trap here to collect the insects. It doesn't kill the insects but collect here. Later on we can send that, or just release those insects far away from the farm or to the natural environment somewhere. Likewise, this is the light trap, and it's very efficient one. Without using chemicals, we can use light trap to control the pest types. Next, water ghost or the deer holman in Sri Lanka, we use that particular one to make a sound in the farms. When water flowing from this one collected in this bamboo stem part, once this side get heavy, this part goes down and that side goes up, and there will not be any sound come, but this water again leaving from this open here, thereafter it will comes back down to the rock here, therefore a sound comes. Likewise, with certain interval a sound comes to send away the harmful birds. This is very productive one. It's called the holmana or the water ghost. So this is the last one, the water management. See this one, especially when growing paddy, in some period of time the whole soil keep covered with water. Therefore, the insects who are the larval stages of insects who are growing in the soil, they will die due to lack of oxygen. And this is a technique to control the pest naturally using the water management technique. For 2-3 days it's keep covered with water, again let the water to leave out. Likewise, the larva or larval stages of many insects we can control or kill by this one. And this is the end of this theme here. Now you have already watched this one. If you just fully watch this one, you can just press the like button as well, and also to get the videos you can subscribe this one. To get the note, let's go to the SciTime blogs spot and our blog site. You can take the note here and write the note in the given tute. This is the end of first part of green concept lesson. So we will meet back soon. Goodbye everybody.